government emancipation of Niger Delta and the person of the Momos Wilberforce. He's the chairman, Southwest Wing, based in Abuja, talking to us on the amnesty program that was initiated by Yar'Adua government then, and to what extent can we say indeed we are really fearing on that program since then it came into being, particularly with the change of leadership to look into that particular program, whether or not there are successes recorded or not. And that's why he's here to talk with us on this most important issue on amnesty program here in Nigeria. It's a pleasure being with you again, Momos Wilberforce.
You're highly welcome. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yes. You've been a force in the Niger Delta movement, emancipation of Niger Delta. Can you just tell us basically what that program entails?
Yes, the Presidential Amnesty Program itself, it's the purpose of it was because of the agitation in the Niger Delta. That's why the president, the former President Yar'Adua, declared presidential pardon for the ex-agitators, people that were carrying arms in the Niger Delta, because they were agitating for the better life of the people of the Niger Delta. They were agitating for the people that are producing the oil that are from the region. That they want better lives for them. That's why the issue of agitation came in, and the president declared presidential amnesty program to be in existence.
Now, when you say, protesting or sort of taking arms so that there will be improvement for the people of Niger Delta, what are those things that you were denied of that you felt it was important for you to pick up arms and then fight the government until the program was initiated?
Yes, the things that we were lacking that led to the agitation was the issues of development, environmental development, human capacity building, and so many other things. We don't have good waters, we don't have good medical centers, we don't have good schools. So those were the reason why people carried arms, and those were the reason for the agitation, because we cannot be producing the oil that is taking care of the nation, and the people that are producing the oil are now feeling the impact of the God-given wealth that they have. So that is what led to the agitation.
Okay. Was it an issue that federal government neglected part of the region, or either the state governors who had the opportunity of really developing the region using the proceeds considered to be like social services provided by those who are doing exploration activities in the Niger Delta, but at the end of the day the people didn't see the benefit, and those young boys felt it was important for them to take up arms and fight government?
Yes, it was as a result of both the federal government and the state government neglecting the people that are producing the oil. So it was as a result of that. That's why the people went into the agitation, for them to have the attention of the federal government, for them to have the attention of the state government and the local government chairman in general, because it was the agitation was not just meant for the federal government to pay attention alone. This was a general purpose, but the federal government, based on the fact that they are the ones that are in charge of the distribution of our commonwealth or our resources, that's why the agitation, they confronted the system and agitated for the federal government to listen to them.
Okay. Were you one of them?
Yes.
In the Niger Delta agitators?
Yes.
Okay.
I was one of them. I was one of the aggrieved persons. So we accepted the amnesty when they declared presidential pardon, and when they declared for people to surrender and to the line of peace.
Okay. Can you paint the picture how it was and what it is today, the Niger Delta region?
Presently, the situation of things right now is far better than what we are seeing in the past, because there are some developmental issues that have been taken care of. There are some ministries and departments and agencies that have been set up as a result of this agitation. Like, for example, the NDDC was set up as a result of the agitation. The Ministry of Niger Delta, that is now presently the Ministry of Regional Development, was set up as a result of the agitation. So there is different, because as a result of this thing, the presidential amnesty program was also set up, and since then they've been putting their best by sending the people to school, by sending them for vocational trainings, by sending them for so many trainings, things that will better their life. You understand? So the difference is there.
Were there leaders to manage this process?
Yes, they were.
At the first time when it came into being as an initiative, did they have leaders, and we used to have leaders?
Yes, they have leaders. If we talk about the Presidential Amnesty Program in particular, they have leaders that were appointed to oversee the affairs of the Presidential Amnesty Program. They have several leaders that they've come and gone, that have put in their best, the likes of Kingsley Kuku, the likes of Professor Charles Dokubo, the likes of Dikio, Idomo, and all the rest. So many leaders they've came in and they've gone. You understand? They've put in their best. But right now we have a person of Chief Dr. Dennis Otuaro.
Okay, in that line of leadership.
Yes, that is the present administrator of the Presidential Amnesty Program, and is the one that is overseeing the affairs of the program as we speak right now.
Okay. In terms of acquiring education, we've been hearing this story that indeed people in the Delta don't always like going to school, but they prefer staying at home and be drinking whatever stuff they want to drink. Can you just tell us if it is true? So that if you need help, you must help yourself first before government steps in to help you. But you cannot fold your arms and sit down because you believe the God-given nature is endowed in your region. Therefore, you don't be sitting down and then expecting money to be dropping like manna from heaven.
No, the people of Niger Delta are not like that, like the way they are narrating the story. That narrative is not right. The people of Niger Delta have so much interest in school. As we speak, we have a lot of graduates that has graduated from this Presidential Amnesty Program. As we speak, educational program is ongoing. This administrator deployed about 3,000 last 1 year.
What are you referring to administrator here?
Administrator Dr. Dennis, Chief Dr. Dennis has deployed over 3,000 persons that are presently schooling both abroad, offshore and onshore, both abroad and in Nigeria here. So the people of Nigeria, they love education, and just
let me check. Look at the screen there. It seems to suggest that it's an attempt to improve the quality of life in the region.
Yes, like as we speak right now, the people that you're seeing are product of the program, and the administrator is having a meeting with them because it's a product of the business. So he's having a meeting with stakeholders, with the leaders of the Presidential Amnesty Program, the first phase leaders of the Presidential Amnesty Program, to chart a way forward in order to get things right. Those are the things that we expect from them, and that is what he's giving us. If you talk about like the education that you talk about, he's doing it, and he's also meeting with the stakeholders from the region, the chiefs and other people from the region. You understand?
Yeah.
As you speak, they've given out laptops and all the rest for the students that are schooling in the private schools in Nigeria.
Okay.
Giving them laptop for them to use it to for their educational system to go properly. So he has done that based on the fact that he loves education, he understands education, and it's a product of the system. It's a PhD holder. So we love education, and he loves education as well.
Yes, you being a member of Niger Delta agitators at a point until you now decide to drop your arms to now to seek for peace. Is there any peace in the region now?
Yes, there is a limited peace in the region as we speak right now. Because if you look well, or if you put down your heads, you will find out that in the region the crisis that we were having before is no more there. The crisis of the militancy that we were experiencing before, the kidnapping that we were experiencing before, the bunkering, the rate of bunkering that we were experiencing before is not there any longer. If you look at the rate is 95% low.
Who are the ones doing these modular refineries? Which often been described as illegal?
Illegal refineries is whereby you go into the bush and you burst the pipeline.
Was it what you people are doing before?
Majority of persons were doing all those things.
Okay.
Majority of the persons, they were agitating in different forms. While some are busting the pipeline, some are doing kidnapping, some are doing the sea piracy and all the rest.
Okay.
But right now, as you speak, all those things are stopped. 95%, or I'll say 98%, or 97%, or so. Let me just put 97%, drop up to 97%.
Is there amount of money set aside by federal government to take care of this amnesty program?
Yes, there is a particular amount of money that was set up, 65 billion that was set up for this program. But as we speak, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done wonders based on the cry of the people and the cry of the administrator that the people of Niger Delta need more developmental projects, they need more educational programs, they need more vocational programs. So the President look into the issues, the President listen to the people, and as we speak right now, he has increased the budget of that program, of this program that we are talking about.
You mean the President administration has increased the
President administration
and increased the funding?
The funding of the program from 65 billion to 115 billion
for the program.
And the administrator is ready to bring in more persons from the Niger Delta.
As the money increases, does it expand the projects?
Right now, as you speak, the present administrator is expanding the program by capturing more persons to take part of the program, to go to school, to take part in the vocational training and the empowerment programs. So he has opened the window of expansion, of which since the creation of this program, it has not been like that. The amount of persons that we have there is 30,000 persons, but the administrator right now is expanding it he wants to bring in more persons that they will train, that are from the impacted communities, that they will train, they will send them abroad, send them for vocational training, send them for medical training, send them for all sorts of training. He's planning it right now as we speak. And to our greatest surprise, he's not only dealing with the Ijaws alone, he's dealing with the people that are from nowhere. So the man is expanding his scope by capturing people that are from other tribes from the Niger Delta.
Have you benefited?
Yes,
or are you benefiting?
I'm a beneficiary that is benefiting, that is also expecting more benefits from the program.
Okay, because you were one time an agitator.
Yes.
But now you have laid down your arms.
Laid down my arms, so I'm benefiting. I'm still benefiting. I'm still expecting more benefits from the program.
Okay.
So it's a win-win situation for the people of Niger Delta for now.
If the present administration will now increase the funding from, you say 65 billion to 100
plus.
Yes, billion to take care of the program. Could that have been the reason why? Because I know the region to be like opposition to APC. Not belonging to APC as used to be in the past. But so many of these governors are beginning to leave their parties, like either PD or whatever, to find themselves, with APC. Could that have been the reason?
Yes, no. Why you see this? Most of these politicians are moving towards APC. It's because of the listening ear of the president. Because, for example, like the administrator of the presidential embassy, he cried out to the president. He told the president that, look, we have challenges. The funding is not enough for the program, so we need more funds. The president pay attention. So other governors that are in the PDP that are seeking for things for their states, they found out that the president is paying attention to party members, to party faithfuls, and
the youth.
I'm speaking of my observation about the youth of the Niger Delta region, because presently we have related peace in the Niger Delta. There is peace in the Niger Delta region based on the reaching out, because the president, like I said, he has the listening ear, and the administrator is taking the message of the president to the people of the Niger Delta. So majority of the youth have the belief that the president is a listening president, because the administrator is a listening one, and the expectation of the people are coming to light through the administrator of the presidential ministry program. I'm talking about the youth of Nigeria, more especially the ones that are really agitating for the betterment of the region, the ones that are really agitating for things to come. You
mean there are others who don't?
Yes, there are so many persons that are agitating for things to come.
Others not?
Others, yes. majority of the people were agitating, but right now they have rest of mind based on the attention. Because if you seek attention from somebody and they pay you attention, you get definitely going to slow down your agitation. That's why the agitation.
You seek attention. Is it from Dele Rutayaro or from the federal government?
Not from the Jenny Tutuaro in particular. From the federal government. When you seek attention from the federal government and Chief Dr. Dennis Otuaro, that's a representative, or that is an administrator, or that is a representative of the president, because it's representing the people through the presidential amnesty program. When you seek attention from the president, and Dr. Dennis Otuaro is paying you attention, automatically the presidency is paying you attention, because the stories that Dr. Dennis Otuaro is taking down to the region is the information that is coming from the presidency. So if Dr. Dennis Otuaro, is passing a message, is telling the people that we should calm down, that we have development is coming, that if you check, now we have South-South Development Commission, we have the NDC, we have the regional development. When Dr. Dennis Otuaro is explaining those things to the people, and the people are seeing it, coupled to the fact that he is practicalizing everything that he's telling the people, the issue of education, vocational training, empowerment, and all the rest. So the people have that consciousness that, yes, we have hope, things will come to play. Let me cite one example. Since the creation of this presidential amnesty program, it has never happened before, when the administrator will gather women, thousands of women, give them the opportunity, telling them that he wants to capture 3,000 of them to empower them. This is the first.
Were they neglected before?
They were not,
the women.
The women were not neglected, but 90% of the people that are in the program are
Muslim men.
Yes. So Dr. Dennis Otuaro now want to give the women a sense of belonging by bringing them fully to the program. This is the first time that we are hearing that kind of a thing. That's why we are appreciating Dr. Dennis.
What does he do with them? What does he give to them as women? So, or he gives them money so that they will refine akara, or
no, he wants to get them involved in most of these programs that we are talking about,
such as
scholarship program, vocational program, education, everything concerning the program, all the benefits, all the trainings that are in the program, including empowerment. He wants to get them involved fully for them to take part in all these benefits that are in the program. So that is one thing that he has done that is different from every other thing that other administrators have done. They've not that aspect.
You mean those who were there before him didn't do like the way he is doing now?
They've not done such thing before.
Okay.
Like, let me mention something.
Well, was there any point in time that for the fact that they were not doing it, therefore you felt a little bit uncomfortable and there was a need maybe to go back to the trenches again to fight? Because they didn't do it possibly. Now you are making comparison of what Dennis is doing as compared to those who were there before him. My question to you is, has there been a time, because they didn't do it as at that time, and maybe you had a feeling maybe to go back to the trenches and be fighting government? Did you?
No, nobody is having that kind of mindset. But Dr. Dennis Otuaro is coming up with his own initiative. It's like you, when they appoint you to manage a particular office, then you come up with your own initiative. He has looked at the program. He has looked at the difference, at the way the women are carried along in the program. He has studied it. He has confirmed that the women were not captured much in the program, and they need the sense of belonging. That's why he's doing this one. It's his own initiative. He is bringing this one to better the lives of the women in the Niger Delta, because they are the mothers, that they are our wives and our mothers. So he deemed it fit to bring them in, so that making difference. That is the purpose of doing this one. And another thing that he's doing is that you are from different tribes, because majority of the people believe that this program is solely meant for the Ijaws.
Okay.
Yes.
Because they are in the majority.
They are the majority of the people that agitated for the program. But Dr. Dennis Otuaro is not thinking towards that direction. He wants to get everybody involved, so that there will be no room for other people to agitate. Because if you're being carried along, if the development is coming to your community, and you're from Isoko, for example, and they are bringing development, they are bringing training, they are bringing all sorts of programs to your community, you will not have any reason to go and agitate for you to get those programs. You understand?
Yes.
So he is moving one step before you think of carrying out those plans. You're planning to carry out protests for them to involve you in a program. He's coming up with the program before you think of coming up with the protest. I don't know if you understand.
I do.
Before the women would think of agitating for them to be involved, they are sort of the plans to carry them along. So they will not
no space for them
to agitate. They will rather key
in and be following, and enjoying the programs.
And enjoying the program and enjoying the benefit of the program. That's why we'll continue to thank Mr. President for listening to the cry of the people of Niger Delta by increasing the budget of the presidential amnesty program, because in doing that it will enable the administrator to involve more persons, like the expansion expansion that is doing right now. It will enable you to involve thousands of persons more in the program.
Does it carry out renovations of schools? Like for instance, a structure is considered dilapidated, and because of the fund there, now make it more decent, making it.
No, that is not part of it.
Part of the
program.
Okay.
The program is basically on training, empowerment, educational training, scholarship for education for students. The program is not meant to build structures for communities, or to build schools for state government or for federal government. That is not the essence of the program.
Okay, just empowerment.
To train the people, reintegrate them, empower them. That is the essence of the program. Human capital development. Yeah, that is the essence of the program. Because if you don't develop the human, those structures will not stand the test of time. The humans will destroy those structures. So the purpose of this program is to develop the humans, the people of the Niger Delta, and that is what Dr. Dennis Otuari is trying to do right now.
So what will you say with the increase of education now since he came on board? I don't know, which year did he take over the office that you feel he has achieved enough compared to what used to be? Because the idea of involving women appears to be like a new initiative which was not done before. Yes. It is only when he came on board that he felt it was important to involve women in this empowerment. Yes. So my question here is, further tell us how many have so far benefited that you feel he is far more ahead than any other his predecessors?
Yes, like for example 3,000 plus benefited a year ago.
When did he come to office?
1 year plus now.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so since he assumed office, he has deployed 3,000 plus for the educational scholarship alone. He has done some other.
How many years can someone benefit from this scholarship? Assuming I apply to go to a university outside Nigeria, does he have that capacity to support me there?
Yes.
Assuming I want to study in US or
let me explain the question one after the other.
Right,
let me answer the first one. The first one, I want to tell about the difference.
It's all right, go ahead.
Yeah, the first one, the difference that he has made, he deployed 3,000 persons of recent to outside the country, some outside the country, while some are studying in Nigeria. He also deployed some persons. Now, they've opened the portal again for the same process, for the educational scholarship. And the information on ground is that he wants to deploy more than the 3,000 that he just deployed 1 year ago. That is one difference between the previous administration. That is on one side. Then the aspect of the development on the women, is that not the question?
Yeah.
On the aspect of the development on the people generally, is putting his best.
Okay.
Yes.
You are based in Abuja, aren't you?
Yes.
You are the one coordinating, like for instance, somebody comes from Niger Delta and he needs an assistance in terms of this particular assessing these funds through the program. In Abuja, members of your people from Niger Delta region are here in Abuja. Is that what you do to ensure that they benefit out of it?
No, like to benefit from the program.
Yes, but they are in Abuja here.
No, there is a platform that is set up already.
Okay, you just click.
Just click in and log in. If you have good scores, for example, if you write JAMB and if you have good scores, automatically.
Like you're from Niger Delta region.
Niger Delta region. If you have good scores, automatically they will pick you. Automatically. You understand? Yeah. So the people that are coming to, except you're coming to Abuja to solve one or two problem, yeah. We do guide them at times. We do guide people that comes from the Niger Delta, both from Bayelsa, Delta. You know, people do come at times. They do have their account problem. They do have their scholarship issues. Maybe their school they have challenges. People we do guide them based on the way we are close to the corridors. You understand? Based on the way we are.
Okay, some persons around.
Yes, that are in the system. You understand? Like my boss, based on the fact that I'm close to my boss, General Young Shagro, at times when they come like that with their problems, we do take the problems to him for him to handle from there. It's going to connect directly to the system. You understand? So we do those ones at times. But in most cases, these programs will be wherever you are, either in Bayelsa, Delta, River State, Ondo State, Akwa Ibom, wherever you are, you log in and you'll be recognized. They will confirm you. The portal is open right now as we speak. Yes.
Take for instance, some states are still not under APC because it appears to me that indeed you are so happy with this present administration because it has increased the funding from 60-something billion to over 100 billion for the Niger Delta development. The question here is there are some states. And you are so much interested in APC, and there are some states that are yet to key in as members of APC in your state. What will you advise them, and equally the youth there?
This program is meant for the people of Niger Delta. This program does not have anything to do with political party or politics.
Okay.
It does not have anything to do with politics. That's why the administrator used to attend to everybody.
Okay.
Everybody, right from inception that they created this program. This program is not related to politics.
Okay, I thought it was related to politics, and
it's not about the members from the PDP or from the.
I was to ask you what happens to people who are not APC.
People that are not APC are benefiting from the program. States that are PDP states, that are Labour Party states, that are from the Niger Delta are benefiting 100% from the program. So the state does not have anything to do with APC or PDP or Labour Party. Or this new coalition that we are talking about, it does not have anything to do with the party. Yes, it's strictly for the development of the people of Niger Delta. Yes.
Because I want to find out from you, it's one thing to say what you are saying, and another thing to go down to Niger Delta and then take a supervision of some of those things you have so far mentioned, whether or not they are really benefiting. Because it's one thing to use a platform like this national television to talk on it, so that people get to understand basically that maybe the coordinator is actually doing a lot. But by the time you take a drive to some of these states, you don't just see anything. Is that the way it is?
No, that is not the way it is. That's why this time around the administrator himself, this is the, like I said earlier, this is the first time when among all the administrators, this has not happened before, where the administrator will leave Abuja and be going from local government to local government, states to states, meeting different tribes, discussing this whole thing with them, telling them about the presidential amnesty program, telling them to bring their people so that they will benefit, so that they will be part of the program. He wants the team to go down to the grassroots. That is why he's making those moves. He does not want to communicate on phone or communicating with the wrong person, thinking you're communicating with the right person. That's why he's going down to the grassroots to meet with the royal fathers. When he meets with the royal fathers will now bring people from that area. So there is no way that anybody will say people from Isoko or people from Yorubo or people from the Ijaw or people from the Ikwere or the Ogonis or the Ibibios will say they are not benefiting, because people are observing and seeing as he's holding meeting with their leaders and he's giving them the opportunity to bring in their people. So the benefit is going around automatically by making those moves.
Okay.
Yes.
At the time you came up with the concept of really, fighting government for really degrading the region, were you foreseeing that aspect that at a point the federal government will call you for dialogue until a program like that is created? Did you foresee it at the time you were fighting? Or you just wanted to ensure that they should leave your region and allow you to enjoy the natural gifts provided to you by God?
We have educated people in the Niger Delta.
I mean, the time you had the idea.
That is what I'm explaining to
right.
you. We have educated people in the Niger Delta. The people that are in the forefront of the movement are educated people. there are people that have gotten experience about how it happened in some other countries, how you need to agitate for your rights before they will listen to you. Because if a country like Nigeria, as you speak, if you don't agitate for your rights, you hardly get it, because of the way the things we observe about the country. So the Nigerian people and the ex-agitators, they observe it and they know that this country, the way we are seeing the people that are managing the country, if you don't agitate for these things, you will not get it. As a matter of fact, Dr. Dennis Otuaro is a product of this program. It's a PhD holder. They observe, they know that we need to agitate, we need to put our life on the line to get this benefit that we are talking about. So we know, the people know that we must agitate to get our things, because they've studied. You understand? They've studied and they've read. So that's why people agitated for them. But right now, as we are speaking, those agitations are not there because of the management of the system.
So this degradation or pollution of the environment in our own region has reduced, you mean?
It has reduced, like as we are speaking right now, they have a program that is forgotten the full name, but it's a cleanup program that they are doing. They've started it in Ogoni to clean the areas that are polluted already with the crude oil and all the rest. So that kind of program is ongoing. They want to expand it so that it will cut across other states in the Niger Delta region to stop the degradation. That's why this bunkering of 18 that people were doing, even after the presidential amnesty program, after it was declared, people were really carrying out serious bunkering activities. But the government look into the issue based on the idea that people shared with them. They say, no, how do we do this whole thing to stop this illegal bunkering activities that is polluting our environment? They say, okay, let them talk to some of the leaders of the program, the ex-agitators. If we talk to those ex-agitators, they will talk to their people, they will look for a final solution. That's why they called the former president. They got our leader, GOC, Tompolo. They got him involved. They set up Fantita as a company to drive the process, to stop that bunkering. From the stopping of the bunkering, the environment, the pollution of the environment will drastically, and it has drastically reduced.
Okay.
Based on this idea.
Yes. If Nigerians decide to say this program supposed to be suspended or should not continue, because I've had people really discussing on that similar kind of issue, yes. That to them it just a conduit pipe draining the economy, and if you look at Nigerian economy, it's actually struggling, and if the economy struggles like the way ours is, that means channels like this amnesty program, things like that, needs to be suspended. Do you agree with that kind of school of thought?
That kind of school of thought will not work because of what the Niger Delta as a region is offering to the country. So you not just stop the program like that. As a matter of fact, the previous
looking at the economy,
yes, as a matter of fact, the previous president, the former president, President Buhari, sold that idea to the former administrator to suspend the program. And the man went around, he told the people that this program needs to be suspended, and the president said they should suspend this program. But the people of Nigeria told the president that the things, our expectations are not met yet. So the reason for the program to be suspended is not going to fly. So they told the former administrator that it's not going to be possible for them to suspend the program because the developmental issue that we are talking about has not been met. The educational aspect of the system has not been met. What about the hospitals? What about the good roads? They've not done all this, so you cannot suspend this program because the purpose of setting on this program is to look into those matters. You understand?
Are you?
Yeah, because people agitated for those things to be done. So the former administrator told the president that the people said this thing cannot be stopped too.
Can you see your amnesty program to be like the way Boko Haram is, the terrorism that we see in the north?
No, yes,
because if Boko Haram are of the opinion that the region has been neglected for some time, and therefore the only thing is to take up arms and fight the system, creating some kind of fear in the minds of Nigeria, like the way it is, that have translated to issues of kidnapping and whatever. The question is, can you see that to be the same thing like your own?
If the Boko Haram that we are talking about, if their ideology was towards this direction, that our area is not developed, so for that reason we are raising up arms to fight against the government, I strongly believe that the government will look into the issue, their issue. But like the word implies, according to what they said, that Boko Haram means they are against Western education, according to what we heard. But then you cannot compare the two agitations together. Our agitation is that we are producing the oil, we are serving you people, we are giving you everything that you're using to develop this country. Why can't you develop our area? We don't have good water, we don't have good roads, we don't have hospitals. Those were our agitations, and the government looked into it that yes, what the people are saying is true. The former President Yar'Adua said what these people are saying is true. The country as a whole, we have been benefiting from this region. We need to do something about it. First of all, let's call for a ceasefire so that there will be a presidential pardon. Even if you lose, and there be presidential pardon. So that kind of, you cannot compare those kind of issues to the issue of Boko Haram. If you're agitating for development and you have something to offer,
well, it has seemingly solved one of the problems where we have commission in all the regions. Yes. Because it started with Niger Delta.
Yes, it started with Niger Delta. That is where they brought those ideas, because they observed that the Niger Delta people agitated for resource control and all the rest, or developmental benefit and all the rest. They got it. They got part of it, part of what they want. So then they raised up arms, but their own direction was different. They started kidnapping children, started kidnapping people from the schools. Even when our people were doing kidnapping, they don't kidnap children, they kidnap white men. And when they kidnap those white men, they tell them why they are kidnapping them. You are extracting oil from our area, and you cannot allow the federal government to develop this area. That was one of the reasons why they were kidnapping those white men. They were just kidnapping them for ransom, because the white men were contributing. They were contributing factors, as a matter of fact,
to the development of the region.
Development of the Niger region. As a matter of fact, these foreign companies, these IOCs, because if you're operating in Dubai, for example, and your corporate social responsibility was to develop the area, why can't you apply that same thing in Nigeria? Why can't you apply same thing in Bayelsa, in Delta, in Rivers State, in Ondo, Akwa Ibom?
But the activities of your men, of your guys, more or less, created kind of fear in the minds of these explorers who were exploring oil in Nigeria for the benefit of the country and for themselves, to begin to think otherwise. And some of them actually closed shop and they left, or refusing to do the thing they're supposed to do, so that Nigeria get more money because of your activities in that region. So to what extent can you say we're supposed to be giving you money with the way you have been handling issues in that area?
Yes. For example, like what you said, that they've left.
Some of them.
Some of them have left. If you're doing a business with me, with me, we are having a business transaction, I'm collecting oil from you, I'm developing area, then maybe the white men, when they are not getting proper, they are having good agreement with the federal government, but the federal government is not doing what they are not. The federal government are not doing what they are supposed to do, and because of that, the people from that area are agitating, are stopping their business. The people from the communities are agitating, and that agitation is affecting their transaction, their business. If you don't have any other thing to do, the best thing for you to do is to leave, because the environment is not conducive. But the foreigners that are the real thieves, that are the real problems, are the ones that remain here because of the business, because of the interests that they have. And some of them are still good, because they know that even if they running is not the best solution. They know that if they stay, they can stay and stay with them to solve this problem. That's why some left, some stay. Okay. Most of the ones that left They left as a result of the government not listening to the cry of the people.
Okay.
While some left as a result of lost in their business. Some left as a result of debts and all the rest. So it's two-way things.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not just one part for the. It's two-way things.
Like you, for instance, let me just ask you this passionate question. How many people did you kidnap?
Kidnap? It's not everybody that kidnapped.
When you were now you are an ex-agitator.
Yes.
When you are in the trenches.
Let me tell you about myself. I was not fully in the trenches like the river. We were on the streets, and when we were on the streets, we were carrying out so many atrocities on the streets of Port Harcourt in particular. You understand? We carried out so many atrocities. From there we moved towards
atrocities like
carrying out arms, doing so many things, taking arms to different places. You understand?
Yeah.
Taking arms to the river, to Bonny, to meet our people. You know, selling arms, doing trade. You know, at times we join them. You know, we've been carrying out those things as a result of the poverty and all the rest. Yes.
Now, some infrastructure is okay.
Yes. So
yeah.
when things are all right,
yes.
Going to, you know, somewhere especially when
you're not fill up.
Yes, when you like we know that I'm from Fropa community in Sata local government area, and my community is producing oil. And when I look at the situation of things, we support anything that will cause crisis. When we look at the situation of things and the people and the government, people that are in charge are not doing the right thing, we support anything that will cause havoc.
It's true.
That is how we operate those days.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you all people supporting Dr. Dennis Otuaro to succeed?
We are supporting it as a matter.
All of you.
All of us are supporting Dr. Dennis Otuaro. The 98% is supporting Dr. Dennis Otuaro because of the initiative, because of the attention, because of the reaching out.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
So majority, because if you don't support, you will not benefit. When everywhere is calm, benefit will come, and that's what we are experiencing. That's what Dr. Dennis Otuaro is giving us. That's why we continue to appreciate the president of this country for increasing the budget of the presidential amnesty program. And we still appreciate Dr. Dennis Otuaro for increasing the numbers of the persons that is capturing in the system and the policies and programs that he has put in place. We continue to appreciate him for those programs that he has put in place, because it's giving the people of the Niger Delta peace. There is peace. There is relative peace in the Niger Delta region.
What are those things he looks forward to doing? Having said what he said, what he's doing, are there things on ground like his planned projects? Do you have an idea?
Planned project, like I said, 3 days ago, they've opened the portal for the educational program.
It's periodical.
It's periodical, but
Okay.
as I speak with you right now, I said it's a John 1 a year ago, 3,000 persons were deployed. I said he has opened the portal for the next program.
Okay.
The empowerment program is on the pipeline. Empowerment program is on the pipeline. Women empowerment program on the pipeline. Training of beneficiaries on the pipeline. Everything is on the pipeline.
Okay.
We are expecting to hear
Yeah, go ahead.
marvelous good news soonest.
Okay. So my advice here to you, Momos Wilberforce, try as much as possible to link us with Dr. Dennis Otuaro.
Okay, we will do that. We'll try as much as possible to do.
If it doesn't come live, we can do Skype, we can do Zoom with us.
Yes, we will tell him. We will make sure we pass the message across to him through our source to get the message across to him for him to do Zoom with you people from his office. You understand?
Yes.
For him to tell you more of these stories I'm telling you about. I mean, this information that I'm giving you right now is second class.
Yeah.
He is going to give you first class of the
Information by the time he comes on board.
because he's the one that is carrying out all these programs that I'm telling you about.
That's all right. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for being part of this program tonight.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes. Well, that's how far we can go on Big Talk on Global TV. I had with me in the studio Chairman South Wing Ment, Abuja based, in the person of Momos Wilberforce. We shall be doing again. We do have a very lovely time. My name is Topsy Gimba, and bye-bye.